So this is the recap for live stream 300, and as we can see, we've had a positive day in terms of trading. So we came to the market just after 10 a.m. as we like to do, and I think I'll show the biggest trade first. So the biggest trade we took on the 30-second chart using the SMAs. What we did see out the gates, we saw quite a bit of volatility in the market. The market rallied, pulled back, came up again, rallied, pulled back a fairly decent amount. And what we did see was prices came into this moving average. This moving average appeared to be holding price. Had price tested there, came down, traded below it, kind of held again. So decided to go long. On the moving average, long here. Could see got decent entry. The design target was up at 34.50, pretty much where close to the higher day. I didn't like the fact that we had these lower highs, so we had the highs, lower highs, lower highs. I was a bit concerned about that potentially scuppering the trade, so I decided to take profits at 13.50, possibly think about re-entering if price got back down to 92. Well, thing is, prices pulled back and they went to the upside and would have hit the target. So certainly left a fair bit on the table, not completely following the strategy. Most of the trading was done using the session volume profile, looking for areas of low volume, using the 5-minute view of the session profile, looking for areas where there's possibly low volume, where I could look to take some sort of reverse. Now with the market going up, was looking to take long trades out of those low volume areas. And also, as we've been doing over the past couple of days, we've been looking at the 30-second chart here, and we've been looking at just some swings for like support and resistance. So came into the market around about 3, it wasn't 3, it was 10 a.m. Eastern time. So I came into the market around Eastern time, had prices pull back, came down, put in a bit of a zone here, didn't retest the zone, had prices put in these highs, drew a trend line as descending resistance, had opportunities to buy through here. Let's get those on. So again, no trades were taken until we got over here. That's going to be too much. So had opportunities to buy through here, paid close attention to the descending resistance. Now I had a long off this candle right here. Prices came down. It would not have hit my stop. It would have came pretty close right there. Didn't like the fact that we were heading down. Thought we could see prices move into this area. Took the trade off. Not long after I took the trade off, the price of course turned around. There was this area here. I wasn't a fan of it, because even though we had 3 lower highs essentially, I wasn't a fan of taking a short here. And the reason being, overall we had the 200 facing up, we had the VWAP facing up. Market clearly seemed to be trending. Also on the daily chart, let's have a look at the daily chart. We could see that the market seemed to be heading further to the upside. We had this pullback a couple of days ago. The selling was bought back up. More selling was bought back up. So again today, as we came into the market, we had selling during the Asian and European sessions. Our market was already being bought back up. So those kind of factors made me kind of think, I'm not really going to be a fan of shorting here. So certainly we're going to take the short there. Eventually got it set up through here. Well, had another area of potentially buying. Didn't get that area. Through here, felt a lot of FOMO as I saw prices head to the upside, especially with the prices looking to head towards that 63. Had the prices break out above the previous highs. Felt FOMO, kept my discipline. Thought prices could head up towards this 85 to the 92 area, which on the 5-minute chart was an area from a couple days ago. All the way into this area where we had these highs here. So highs at 90, highs around 85, and highs at 92. So these highs before we saw this 300-point move to the downside. So because of that, I wanted to mark that area out as a bit of a zone, which I did. Took a short through here and took profit fairly quickly. Didn't wait for prices to get down into this zone. And that was pretty much it. So those are pretty much the trades. Now, if I was still trading, I would have been looking to take this trade here long, looking for a move to the upside, possibly. But I've already finished trading, and all I'm going to do here is a recap. So we had this area as well. This was a low volume area on the session profile. Again, only noticed it after. There was the opportunity to mark out this zone and possibly take this trade here, but I thought that prices didn't go high enough. So I thought it'd be a bit too congested. And of course we saw it work. Again, the short work there. And again here, I was waiting for price to get into this area for buying. And we just saw price come down to 63, which was a high volume area on the session profile. Around at 62 to 63, was looking for longs out of there. And it just didn't seem to want to do that. And especially when prices broke out to the upside, decided to stop trading. What I wanted to do was see it do exactly this here. Put in a long, go long. And we just saw there prices have gone to essentially 70, really 69.75. I mean, I was patiently trying to wait for this all morning, but it just didn't happen within the time I was trading. Now, let's have a look at the trade performance. So over on the trade performance, we can see here, first where it went positive, drew down pretty big on our trading, and that was that trade that I did show that I got out of early. I didn't like the direction the market was going in, so got out there through a series of winning trades. I was able to build the account back all the way up to where we're going to end the day, up at 21,634. If we have a look over on the summary page, we can see here we've got a 97.25% accuracy. So let's talk about overall. Overall, we're positive on long and short trades. The profit factor 1.48. Ideally, we'd probably like to see that near 2. Percentage profitable 97%, which is certainly problematic, because usually with percentages this high usually means terrible average win to average loss, and that's what we can see here. The average win being 376, the average loss being 9. And we can see their average win-loss 0.04, not sustainable as a metric. And down here as well, largest win being 2, largest loss being 22. Again, not sustainable metrics in the long term. Time in the market, 1 minute dot 63, so less than 2 minutes in the market. It's pretty similar to the time in the market spent yesterday. So overall, did have a profitable day, but the metrics are of a concern going forward. And that pretty much wraps up the video. So let's just have a look here, see how that trade's working out. So I was waiting for this trade all morning. Goodness me. Maybe I should be more patient. I was waiting for price to get into this area. It just kept on stopping around 63. Goodness. Well, we're going to wrap up the video there anyway. So with that said, thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.